Hey, welcome to day 27 of our 90-day influencer live video challenge. We're talking about the Epiphany Bridge storytelling script because it's so powerful. We're breaking it down day by day. Today is our 7th day of breaking down the Epiphany Bridge script. You might be thinking, oh my God, Jen, stop this already. It's these little bitty pieces, but I'm doing it on purpose. I want you to think about the individual components in the order that we're going through them in, so that it just becomes second nature to you to tell your stories in this format and in this way, because you will see how powerful it is to use this script, and not really a script, but use this method of telling stories and see what kind of an impact it makes on your storytelling. So today, day 7, again, here's our model. I'm not sure you can see it, but day 7 is called the conflict. And of course, whenever we decide to make a change or we have a plan and we start to implement that plan, guess what? Stuff comes up. Things happen that cause little roadblocks, obstacles, challenge us. I like to think that they happen to test us, to see how serious we are about making a particular change in our life. Think about any change that you've made. And, okay, you got this idea, you wanted to do something different, you started to move toward it, and all of a sudden, boom, 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 10 things, maybe things didn't even seem related. Maybe you got a cold. Maybe you got a headache. Maybe somebody moved or got in a car accident, whatever, and not even bad things, but just little things will pop up to test you and see if you're serious about making that change or doing something different in your life. I call those conflicts, and this is step 6, but really day 7 for us, called the conflict. And it answers the question, what conflict did you experience along the way? Well, like I said, whenever you make a plan to change something or start changing something, conflicts arise, right? Usually it's in the form of, maybe it's related things that come up. Maybe it's, you need new tires, and you have to spend money on new tires when you want to spend money on your business. Maybe it's your significant other gets jealous because you're spending more time at work instead of with them. I don't know what it is. It could be anything, any kind of a conflict, often involving people, because people hate it when we change. And they don't hate it when we change necessarily because we're changing, but because it highlights to them that if I can do something and I can make that change and I can figure out how to make it work in my life, then maybe they could do it too. And sometimes people are so comfortable in what they're doing right now that they don't want to be reminded that there's other possibilities, that there's other things that they could be doing. So a lot of the conflict I have found in my experience has been involving people, and it's not them so much as it is they don't want me to change. Other conflicts, the biggest conflict I think that I personally have experienced is I come up against my beliefs, my beliefs. I don't think they're limiting beliefs because they're just my beliefs, right? But it's the beliefs that I have to question, and it's the things that I've believed for decades and centuries, not centuries, but for decades in my life that might be right in my face and saying, oh, well, maybe that isn't true. Maybe I'm not too old. Maybe I'm not too short. Maybe I'm not too homely. Maybe I'm not this or that. And that's just been an excuse I've been using to not make this change. Maybe it's because I can't see and I have bad eyes. That's a good one, because I can use that as an excuse for just about anything, for me not trying and to give myself a reason to cop out of something. But is it really? No, because there's always a way to figure it out, right? Magnifying glasses were invented for a reason. So the biggest thing I experience from a conflict standpoint is coming up against a limiting belief of my own, or a belief of my own, which of course I think is the reason or the excuse that something isn't happening for me or happening fast enough for me. And then second to that, my personal experience has been change involving other people or other things or other circumstances that might be an obstacle. Again, I think they're just there to show us and ask us and test us and find out if we're really committed and if we're really serious about making a particular change. So today, our action item is to share a video, create a live video that just talks about, just pick one, maybe the main conflict that you experienced as you started to implement your plan. Mine would be, people that had a sudden cardiac arrest, woken up. I was in, 6 months of not being able to drive. So even though I was trying to escape other people controlling me and making decisions for me, in some areas I didn't really have a lot of choice. I had to have somebody drive me around, but all I had to do was get rides, so I could still do what I wanted to do. I just needed, help. And now with Uber, heck, I wish what would happen now because Uber exists. I could have just called an Uber. I didn't have to depend on friends and family to drive me around and get me places, or my kids get me places, kids or family. But share in your video today the conflict, at least the main one. You can share more than one if you want, but at least the main conflict that you encountered as you were trying to implement your plan to get the thing that you desired. Remember your external and internal desires? You created a plan to help you get those things. What was the main conflict you ran into as you were on your journey to get that thing that you wanted? That's it. Don't make it an awesome day. I will, of course, be sharing my video in a couple of minutes, and I will be with you tomorrow. Bye.